Child, have you all noticed how Tamar Braxton has been talking a lot lately? For the last few weeks, she has been sharing how she feels like she is falling in love again. She says she is ready to start dating and is really focusing on loving herself first. She said, "I am in a season where I truly love myself." She believes that if she keeps giving love to herself, then the right person, the one that God made for her, will come into her life. She even said, "I have my manifestation. Ring on, honey." But at the same time, there is one person in her family who is not fully sure about all of this. That person has been like, "Girl, with everything that is going on, are you really ready for this?" So listen, people are talking. They say someone in Tamar's own family told her, "With all your drama, the way you act, and your attitude, there is no way you can keep a man." And guess what? That someone is said to be her sister Trina. Now honestly, I do not even know how things got this bad. Most people thought that Tamar and Trina were fine. They looked like they were cool with each other. But now it looks like that is not true anymore. From what some reports are saying, Tamar and Trina have been arguing a lot for the past few weeks. They have been on each other's nerves, and the situation is only getting worse. But now the question is, has it really gotten so bad that Trina would say Tamar will never find a man? I do not know, friends. I really do not know. But that is what people are trying to figure out right now. Even though Tamar and Trina have not had any huge public fights before, they have had a few problems in the past. One moment that many people remember is when Trina's boyfriend Vaughn asked her to marry him, right on Tamar's birthday. Tamar did not like that at all. She felt upset because she thought it was her special day. She said Vaughn should have talked to her first before doing something like that. She was like, "Is it not my birthday? What is really going on right now?" Tamar felt really hurt. She thought the dinner was supposed to be about her birthday, but right in the middle of it, Trina's boyfriend got down on one knee and asked her to marry him. Tamar was like, "How does this even make sense? Congratulations. That is great. I am happy for you. Congratulations again, but I do not like how this happened." But later, the truth came out. Tamar's actual birthday had already passed a few days before. The family had just waited for the trip to celebrate it. Even the birthday dinner took place before the night of the proposal. So technically, Trina's engagement did not happen on her birthday. Still, things between Tamar and Trina have not always been peaceful. They have had other small fights over the years. And sometimes, Trina has even thrown shade at Tamar in public. One time, she posted a photo with Tawanda and Tony and wrote, "The Get Along Gang." She tagged Tawanda and Tony and said, "I love you guys," but she did not mention Tamar at all. People noticed, and it looked like Trina was trying to say something without using words. And more recently, they had another disagreement. This time, it was because Tamar brought their niece Ashley onto the show. That really upset Trina. She did not like it at all. Ashley came on the show and talked about something serious. She said that her stepmother and her father, Michael Braxton, Jr., had seen text messages between her and her aunt's partner. Those messages were not okay. They were not something a niece should have been receiving. And when Ashley first told her aunt about it, her aunt did not seem upset. She was actually happy in the beginning, and that made everything even more confusing. After Ashley liked that TikTok comment, things started to get even more serious. People began talking even more, and they were shocked. Then someone else left a comment saying something like, "It all makes sense now. Trina stayed with Gabe, even when she knew about the messages." That is not okay at all. That comment started a whole new conversation. More and more people began to speak up. Some said they always felt like something was not right about Gabe, and now they understood why. Others said they felt sorry for Ashley and were proud of her for speaking up. Ashley never said everything clearly, but the things she liked and the way she told her story gave people enough clues. It became very clear who she was talking about. Many fans were also upset with how the family stayed silent. They felt like someone should have said something. If something so serious happened, why did nobody in the family speak up? Why did they all just move on like nothing ever took place? Ashley also said that it was not just the silence that hurt her. It was the way everyone continued to sit with Gabe and treat him like everything was fine. That made her feel alone and forgotten. She said she had to heal on her own, and that is why she started therapy. She needed to understand that what happened to her was not her fault. She needed to learn how to forgive herself for something she did not cause. Now, many people are showing support for Ashley. They are telling her that she is strong and brave. And even though this story is still hard to believe, it is bringing out the truth that some people have been trying to hide for a long time. Comment about Gabe as well. I definitely know it was Trina. And Gabe tried to hook up with my then 17-year-old transgender cousin through online, offered to fly her out to Atlanta and take her in a hotel near the airport, witnessed, and recorded it all, got blocked on social media for trying to let her know what he was doing. Trina actually got a lot of heat because she apparently knew what kind of man Gabe was, and he cheated on her for the majority of their relationship, yet she still blamed her niece. People said that she loved turning a blind eye to what he was doing, even though he was hooking up with women and men and he had weird obsessions for girls, not yet of age. See, Tamar is the one who said that. She would bring Ashley on the show, and she also said that she loves Ashley and Ashley can count on her support. Yeah, we're going to be also filming the Braxtons, and it's very interesting because my niece is coming on the show and not to be messy. But you know, I just thought it was important for her to understand that somebody is here for you. Yeah, because I was surprised by that whole, outburst, I guess. She got it all. I mean, honest, however you... No, I just thought it was important for her to know that somebody is here. Let's just say that Trina didn't like how Tamar brought Ashley on the show to talk about that situation. Actually, based on reports, producers of the show wanted Trina to sit down and film a scene with Ashley to talk about the accusations, and Trina threatened to stop filming completely and said, Trina said, "It is not my story to tell or talk about." Because of this, it seems like Trina has been having some problems with Tamar. According to some reports, Trina even told Tamar that she would never find a man. If Trina really said this, I can see how it would hurt Tamar. But at the same time, we cannot ignore that Tamar has been through a lot when it comes to love. To give you some background, Tamar's first public relationship was with Darrell Delight Alamy. Tamar and Delight met in 2000 while she was working on her solo debut album. She was also producing and co-writing the song Money Can't Buy Love. Delight liked Tamar, and luckily, Tamar liked him back. They started dating soon after. In 2001, Tamar and Delight got married. Their relationship was strong for the next 2 years. However, in 2003, problems began to appear, and Tamar decided to end the marriage that same year. After her breakup with Delight, Tamar started dating Vince in 2003. Their relationship went smoothly, and they continued dating until November 2008, when they got married 5 years later. Thank you for your feedback. Here is the revised version with very simple, easy-to-understand language and full words. Tamar and Vince's first and only child, Logan Vincent Herbert, was born during their time together. In 2012, the couple also started their own reality TV show, Tamar and Vince, which aired on the WETV network. This show was a spin-off of Braxton Family Values and ran for 5 seasons, from 2012 to 2017. Like many relationships, Tamar and Vince faced many challenges. They went through a lot of tough times together, and in 2017, Tamar decided to file for divorce. A month after Tamar filed for divorce, her mother, Evelyn Braxton, gave an interview where she shared some shocking truths about what really happened behind closed doors. Everyone saw Vince as the perfect man, but Evelyn said that things were very different behind the scenes. She said, "Behind closed doors, that is a whole different story." That sounds like something Evelyn would say. Then came David Adeso, the Nigerian businessman and financial expert. Tamar and David were together until 2020, when their relationship ended. At first, things seemed good, but later we found out that there were also problems between them. During her time with David, Tamar went through a very difficult time in her life. She revealed on the Tamron Hall show that she had tried to take her own life. Tamar shared that her home life became very hard, and she was not happy with her job. She had not been happy for many years. She said, "I was lying about how well I was doing. I let the makeup and hair cover up everything I was feeling. This is what you do when you are a working mother, or when you feel like you have to keep going. You just cover it up." Tamar admitted that her home life became very difficult, and it was hard for her because she was not happy. Tamar admitted that she had not been happy at her job and had not been happy for many years. Her relationship with David Adeso did not end well. It became so bad that David filed a restraining order against Tamar, accusing her of domestic violence. Tamar responded saying, "I will never, ever attack someone I have spent so much time with. That is just not something I will do. I will tell the truth. The truth is, I was a victim of domestic violence. I was attacked." However, Tamar strongly denied these accusations. Instead, she said that David cheated on her while they were together. Soon after her relationship with David ended, Tamar moved on to another relationship with Jeremy Robinson. Unfortunately, this relationship also became difficult. Tamar actually called out Jeremy for cheating on her. A few months ago, Tamar was surprised when the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans charged her credit card because she knew she had not been there. She quickly called Jeremy to sort things out, but when she called him, Jeremy had an attitude. Tamar said that the hotel told her the reservation was under the name of Mr. Jeremy Robinson, and the guest was listed as Miss J. Tamar said, "I do not know what you want me to do with that." But when I asked him about it, he got rude with me and told me to go take my medicine. Tamar also added, "When I posted it, I did not do it to be nasty." She later shared a screenshot of a woman's Instagram profile, suggesting that the woman was involved with Jeremy. Tamar wrote in the post, "Playing in my face for real. A 25-year-old SMH took my jewelry, took me to Turks, and all along had a after Tamar went on her rant. Miss J, also known as Jalen H, responded to her claims in the comment section of a post on the Jasmine brand. Jalen H said, "There is no truth to this. These allegations are completely insane and have serious consequences. Tamar, you are wrong, period." Jalen H also laughed off Tamar's accusations, calling them lies in the comment section of another post after a fan mentioned that Tamar had put her on blast. Jeremy Robinson also spoke about the messy situation. He shared that he had been single for about 6 months and that his relationship with Tamar was over. They were now trying to figure out how to be friends. He also mentioned that he was tired of the public attacks caused by Tamar's anxiety and delusional thoughts. According to Jeremy, he had been emotionally and physically unavailable to Tamar. Throughout their relationship, he had tried to protect her, even when she threw him under the bus. He confirmed that he had invited Tamar to Turks and Caicos for his birthday, as she had mentioned, but he invited her because he considered her family, not to reconcile. Jeremy made it clear that he and Tamar were just friends. So even if he was with someone else, it should not matter to Tamar or anyone else. It is surprising to think that Trina would say Tamar probably will not find a man, especially knowing that Tamar is actively trying to find one. That seems really crazy, right? On the other hand, I have been single for an entire year, and I have not been dating or going out at all. But now I am ready to start meeting new people. I know Tamar and Trina have had their issues as a family. However, if Trina really said that, some people are starting to think she might be more calculated than they realized. I am not sure if Trina actually said that, but what do you think? Do you believe Trina could say something like that to Tamar? Also, do you think Tamar has a hard time finding love because of how she is? Let me know what you think in the comments below.